Hey guys, welcome to the First Place Auto Parts Shop. My name is David. Today in the shop we're going to take a look at the easiest muscle cars to restore and perhaps more importantly explain why a particular car is easier to restore than other examples. Now according to Webster's, and I quote, "The word to restore is a verb which means to bring back to an original or normal condition." Easy, right? And restoring a 50-year-old vehicle sounds easy, doesn't it? Turn on any car-themed TV show and apparently it can be done in a week or less. For the most part, this misconception is fueled by the magic of TV editing. You've all heard of dog years, right? For every 1 human year equals 8 dog years. Apply this logic to car restoration on TV, multiply it by 10, and then you're actually going to get the real reality of what it takes to restore a car. Now, there are all kinds of lists. They're going to tell you that certain cars are easier to restore than others. But what we have to understand first is the concept of what it means to restore a car. Look, this is a wide subject. You could be restoring a car just as a daily driver or to one to have fun with, or you could be restoring it to be a nut and bolt frame off restoration. So this is a pretty broad term, but the reality is it all comes down to the availability of parts and the affordability of the car. Look, there's nothing worse than having more into a restoration than the car is worth. At some point in time, you're either going to want to sell the car and build another one, or just sell it all together. So you want to make sure that you're right side up on the car, but parts are the key. If you can't get parts to restore or put your car back together, it doesn't really make much sense, does it? So with that said, and now the knowledge that parts availability is the key to restoring any muscle car, the reality is sheet metal rusts, suspension and drivetrains wear out, and interiors fade. One of the best supported American muscle cars on the market right now is the first generation of the Chevrolet Camaro. Made between the years of 1967 to 1969, the Camaro was Chevrolet's opening salvo into what was known as the Pony Car Wars. Almost 700,000 Camaros were produced in the 3 years that made up the first generation Camaro, and you can still find unrestored versions hiding in garages and barns. The first generation of Camaro has an unparalleled level of parts available to restore or modify a chosen vehicle, and can even be built using a completely new body that is now available. The 67 to 69 Camaros are highly visible and desirable, which keeps the restored car's resale value high, and when combined with incredible support of the restoration parts that are available, makes the first generation Camaro a can't miss for this list. And next on the list of the easiest cars to restore is a car that actually started the Pony Car Wars, and that is a 1964 and a half through 1970 Ford Mustang. Selling at a rate of 1 million Mustangs in the first 18 months of production, the first generation of Mustang is loved both by enthusiasts and the restoration market. Similar to the Camaro, every part for early Mustangs, including new complete bodies, is available and easy to get. When buying your project Mustang, always buy the most complete and rust-free version of the car you can afford. Early Mustangs could develop severe rust issues in the cowl box area at the front of the car and in the trunk area. The money spent on a better, more rust-free Mustang will more than pay for itself as your project progresses in reduced parts and labor cost. Offered as a fastback, convertible, and coupe body styles, the Mustang is a relatively simple car to restore and an ideal car for a first-time restoration. High demand keeps interest and resale values high, making the early Mustang a great investment and an addition to this list. Okay, so now we've looked at 2 pony cars. Really cool, very accessible. See a lot of them at car shows. Say you want something bigger, maybe you want to carry your family along, or maybe you want a more substantial car to add some horsepower to that has a full frame. Chevrolet has you covered. The 1968 to 1972 A-body Chevelle was a full-frame everyman's car that was offered by Chevrolet in the late 1960s and can be had as a 2-door coupe, a 4-door, or a station wagon body style. From drag strip to grocery getter, this car could do it all. Almost 2.5 million Chevelles were produced between 1968 and 1972, making it arguably one of the most prolific muscle cars ever made. Relatively easy to source, and due to its robust on-frame construction, the Chevrolet Chevelle is a capable platform from which to build everything from a high-horsepower quarter-mile ground pounder to a canyon carving G machine. A restored 68 to 72 Chevrolet Chevelle is a very desirable and strikingly good-looking muscle car, with a platform that is strong enough to take a mild-to-wild build, and the fact that you can get every part needed to build and restore one of these cars gives the car builder an easier path to project completion than other versions of the GM A-body platform. So far we looked at 2 pony cars and 1 traditional muscle car that had a full frame. Maybe you're a restorer that needs some versatility from your restoration project as well as performance. The 1968-72 Chevrolet El Camino may be just a dual-threat vehicle that fits that bill. The A-body-based El Camino is the kissing cousin of the Chevelle, making parts availability for the 68-72 plentiful, affordable, and easy to get. With an engine compartment big enough to house a small block or big block engine, the El Camino can haul or haul ass depending on your dream. Built on a ruggedly strong full frame and with the bed integrated into the body of the truck, the El Camino handles and rides like a car, but has the capability and usefulness of a truck. Roughly 234,000 El Caminos were produced between 68 and 72, making production a small percentage of its cousin, the Chevelle. And typically these small production numbers would hurt parts availability, but its close relationship to the Chevelle means that this truck is well supported for the restorer, wanting something different, but still on the easy side of vehicles to restore. And finally, the list of the easiest to restore muscle cars would not be complete without the lightweight 1968 to 1970 Chevrolet Nova. The third generation 68 to 70 Nova was Chevrolet's compact X-body car that had many personalities and could be powered by everything from a straight six-cylinder, a 350 cubic inch small block, or even the big 396 cubic inch big block. Smaller and lighter than the Chevelle, the Nova makes an excellent go-fast machine and makes this list not only due to its desirability, but because there are so many performance and restoration parts available for it. The unit body construction makes the Nova a simple car to work on due to its removable front subframe. Desirable, affordable, and easy to restore, the Chevy Nova makes the list as one of the easier American muscle cars to build or restore. Hey guys, I really appreciate you joining us today in the shop. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider hitting the subscribe button. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube, where we will continually be adding how to install videos, new product review videos, and go into some really cool car guy events that I think you're going to enjoy seeing. Go to our always open, easy to use First Place Auto Parts website, where you will literally find thousands of restoration and performance parts for your American muscle car or your truck. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep the hammer down and keep it between the guardrails.